What's the intro again? This is the Joe Rogan.
This is a Joe Rogan experience. That's gonna be our intro for like the rest of the podcast until we figure out what we want to do.
This week we talk about AI in media, creative space.
Yeah, I guess honestly, yeah, because it's what affects us, right? Like we know what AI does to our
Specifically?
stuff. I think so.
So we'll go into the pros and cons of AI in the creative space, right? How you could use it effectively for yourself, and like, would this take away any jobs from anyone? And I don't know if there's anything else you want to cover.
I think I guess other than that, kind of like what we've been doing with AI, because I personally do use a little bit of AI in my processes.
Yeah, that works too.
Cool.
Okay.
Wait, what was the first one? I completely forgot.
Pros and cons.
Okay,
Pros and
cool.
cons.
Yeah. Okay. I guess
Venn
we could.
diagram.
We could start with the cons. Or I guess everybody knows what the cons are, right? It's gonna take over our jobs. It's gonna take over the video editors. Less people are gonna be able to work. Stuff like that.
Stealing. It's stealing.
It's stealing.
That's like a big thing. It's
Yeah.
stealing.
Yeah, but what exactly is it stealing? Because what I've seen with AI so far, like what was the one we used last time? We were thinking about using it. It was like Opus AI or something, right? Is that what it
Yeah.
was? Yeah, Opus AI. We were gonna let an AI cut up our podcast clips and then post it, and that was basically the extent of what AI is kind of capable of right now. Other than that, the most scary AI that seems to be out is the generating 3D model
Video
stuff.
editor one. What about the Sora one?
The Sora
The
one?
Chat GPT. Yeah, Chat GPT Sora one, where you like put in the video prompt, and then it just spits out a video. You know, and it makes those like fake generated AI people.
Yeah, with like B-roll.
Yeah.
That's scary to us.
Stealing all my B-roll.
I can't believe you took all my B-roll. Yeah, so that's my stance on it. It's like, really? That's gonna take my job? Sure, if you say
I think like the most for me the biggest con is that the only way this AI stuff works is it has like a ton of good data, right?
Hmm.
But the thing is, it doesn't credit any of the artists or creatives that it takes the data from, and say like more. I think there's more effects like digital artists or like
Maybe photographers.
people who draw or like photographers. Yeah, like it's like their pieces are still, so it's like it's easily recreatable once they has the reference point, right? And so I think because like right now AI, I don't think it's good enough to make a video, like an edit of a video, but it's like it's getting there. Like they're like I don't know if you know this, there's a channel on YouTube and it's all AI, and it's like a children's like animated channel.
Really?
It's fully AI. Like the voice acting's AI.
What is it
Animation's
called? What is
all
it called?
AI. I don't remember what it's called.
Ah, shit.
But it like I can look it up. AI Kids
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
But
It's
that's exactly what I think like AI would be used for, right? Just like gimmicks, basically. Like you're gonna be using it to try to do something. I think something similar would be like the AI generated music thing, and it will work for like once or twice. If maybe some guy will get lucky, maybe a few clip channels will exist, and then but it's not gonna completely take over to the point where all the creators suddenly die out. AI takes over, and then all influencers are screwed. All video editors are screwed.
it raises like the
Skill ceiling, I guess.
the skill ceiling, and like it lowers the barrier of entry. So like all the people that were like barely getting in or barely getting by, they're
Guess they're gone.
out for a job, right?
Yeah.
Because then for them it's like, oh, that's scary.
Yeah.
It's this channel
Oh, where is it?
called. Well, I don't know if you want to say the channel name,
Oh, are we allowed to?
but I don't know. I'll send it to you. That shit, all AI,
Really?
all of it.
I'm so curious. Let me see this crap. How quality is this? That's crazy. This is AI?
AI.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. No. I don't know how to feel about it. It's pretty insane. That's
Well, there's,
pretty
like-
impressive.
Yeah, and same thing with like the YouTube Shorts,
Yeah, like the AI voice talking.
the Reddit voice talking,
And then B-roll.
Right.
It's just yes, yeah. That's what I mean by like gimmicks, because that's what we've seen so far, right? It's just people AI reading Reddit posts or like some inspirational quote being read out, and then
I think like
AI.
low effort.
Yeah,
I
low
think that's the
effort.
thing. Like
Boom.
low effort content will be like oversaturated with AI
Yeah.
crap,
Mhm.
and like that's just what it is, right?
Yeah, but then it'll probably come to a point where all that low effort stuff doesn't work anymore, and then they'll have to do things like kind of like a more evolved version, right? So like it's like actually genuinely, because I know there was an anime that was made from AI at one point, right? I think it was. I don't know, but they never posted it. But it was kind of like a test run or something like that. And I think if that's the future of AI and people are actually working on creating cool shit like that, I mean, why not, right? And the
Oh, there is one. It's called Twins Hinama.
is that what it is? Is it
Apparently,
is
it's
it
95% AI generated.
wow?
95%. Isn't that crazy?
That is. Wait, how long did it take for them to make that shit? I'm kind of curious now.
It's coming out in 2025.
Yeah.
Probably not long, to be
Yeah?
honest.
Dude, that's insane. Oh, we'll see how it does, right?
But I think like, to me, I think it raises or lowers the barrier of entry and allows more people to express their creativity,
Yeah.
right? Because in like a big thing that limits people is like, oh, I'm not good enough to do XYZ thing,
Well, now you are.
right? So like I think like a pro of like AI is that it removes that barrier. Like when Stable Diffusion got really popular, right? So many people were able to like get their ideas made and generated without having to like, it sounds bad, like to pay someone to make it for them, but like if they don't have money to pay people, then that this like good idea that they have could just be there and like never, like it would never be entered into the world. But because like of the AI stuff and how easily accessible it is, it like allows them to do it. And then the only thing like there's what is it? I've seen some like channels get sponsored by it, right? But there's like this editing AI where like it'll like it'll clip together the B-roll and everything and like do your voiceover for you.
Oh, yeah.
Like you give it like prompts, right? So then it'll like fill the background or like the B-roll footage with whatever your prompt is with your voiceover on top of it. And then it'll like and then I think you give it like the voice data, so then it can recreate your voice. And I think it still sounds like AI.
Oh, just
But
recreating
it
your voice? I think you're talking about 11 Labs. No?
Maybe. Yeah, but it recreates your voice
Yeah.
and then like puts it into how you want it, so you don't have to like actually sit there and record it.
That's crazy, actually.
Yeah. Let me see. Did I find it?
Since like everything is so much easier to get into, maybe we'll see not necessarily like, the reduction of editors and the reduction of actors and all that crap, because people still want to do that. They're creative outputs that people will end up doing, kind of like drawing, right? People, even though there's digital art now, people still do traditional art, so they're going to be kind of pushed into that category. But there'll be a lot more people becoming directors in a way, because now they have access to all these tools. Small teams can create entire productions. More creations will be outputted, and hopefully we can. I think the bigger problem with AI is trying to find a way to not create slop and brain rot and just garbage. Like,
Yeah, but that's so easy. I gotta get my TikToks out. I gotta get my 50 TikToks a day out.
yeah, but it's people will get
my
sick of
schlop
it.
out there.
People will get sick of it, right? And yeah, so that I think that's a
Oh.
bigger problem more than anything.
Found it. It's called InVideo.
In video, that's what it
IO.
is. Okay.
InVideo.io. Right?
What about it? What about
Like, isn't that crazy?
it?
Because like,
Kind of. How long can you stare at someone watching that? I think for the
I don't know. Well,
Mhm.
it's more just like,
you get the most I see it for is like
Like-
companies when they need extra content.
like, I don't know. I could have used this for my video.
Go for it.
B-roll.
For B-roll, I love B-roll. I don't know.
I could have used. That's the only thing I can think of. Like the pros for using AI
Mhm.
in editing is like it lets you get more specific B-roll and like background footage an A-roll, just like any footage that, or like any, if you like say you miss a shot and you like a quick pickup instead of like going back to set and shooting, you can just like get it.
Yeah.
Right, and it's like close enough. We're like, because then like for the most part, like as long as you're not like sitting on the like footage for like more than like 3 or 4 seconds, I don't think the normal person will really notice, right? Unless they're like looking for it. Like I think you can get away with it, and people won't know.
Right. And the more AI gets better, the more realistic I guess it would look, right? And you wouldn't even care. But honest, like use it for B-roll is a little insane though. Like, I'd see it if you're like a little too lazy to go out and take a photo that day.
No, but like say you're making like you need B-roll that's like super specific, like something like with like a car or like something that where you just don't have access to it.
Yeah.
You know?
For me personally, I use AI for like menial task for like generating subtitles. You know what I mean? That shit's so boring to do. Like sitting there on your PC and then like typing out all the bullshit, so that and then matching them up. Like we have generative AI that could create subtitles for us right now, and even animate the subtitles. So that's kind of personally what I use it for. And I think it's for the B-roll. I kind of see it, but if you're working on more like professional projects, I don't know if that B-roll looks that good right now. Or at least I haven't seen it, because there are some complaints in comments sometimes, like you said, like the one guy that's looking at it, or the few people that are noticing it, they get a little they get headaches for seeing.
Yeah, they'll be like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, like I think there was this like a video I watched. It was called like The Story of a Pawn or something, and it was literally a 1-hour video explaining what the chess piece pawn represents. And it's just AI B-roll throughout the entire thing. And there was a little subsection of comments where people were like talking about how he's like, isn't this just AI slop, man? Isn't this just B-roll spam? So yeah, I guess it kind of does matter.
It like, but I also think like they can write a good script, right? And you're like, for the most part, at least for me, for like those like longer deep dive videos, you're not really watching the video.
No, you're
with, like, what's on screen. You're listening for like
information,
what they're saying,
like it's a podcast, kinda.
right? Yeah. So then like what's on screen? Like why does like to me it's like, oh, it doesn't matter what's on screen.
Okay, that's fair.
Right?
Yeah. So that's where that would be using. That's what you would use that for.
I guess if it's like going over someone's achieve like a like where people like deep dive like a video game or like a speed run or
then you
or
wouldn't
even just,
you
like,
wouldn't use it.
A player like you wouldn't like. It'd be really funny if someone just started using AI.
That'd be weird, but I'm not.
That'd be kind of funny, but like kind of dumb.
Yeah, probably not. So I guess there's definitely like points you do use AI. There's points you don't use AI. I don't know. Other than that, though, I haven't really integrated AI into my processes like that much, to be honest. Like, what about you? Has your editing changed?
No, not really.
Not really, right?
Like the shorts, the AI shorts thing is kind of ass.
Yeah.
Right. It's so like it works kind of well, but not really, and like it's really only good if you go over it again. But at that point, you like might as well just do it yourself.
Yeah, just watch it.
Okay. But like it makes sense if you're doing like 50 videos, right? And like to help speed up your workflow instead of like having to go through and generating all the text and font and everything.
Yeah.
It like does it for you, and then you go and like put your artistic
input,
like vision onto it. But like just going straight from like raw footage to finished short, it's like maybe get to like 40, maybe 50% of the way there.
Yeah.
Like at best.
Yeah. And even I think I've seen a few of these where it's like AI being used to create After effects, kind of like mud, or not mud, some like goopy shit rolling around the screen in real life or something. I haven't seen that being used too often yet, just because it doesn't look that good right now. But
I think AI in like video, we're so good at discerning like when something's off, like it's not
it just
good.
Doesn't work yet. I'm sure there'll be a point.
But like still AI, I think right now its strength is like in still footages, or like still media.
Yeah,
where it's like photographs, pictures, like
slop.
I think that's
The slop right now.
Slop.
But I'm super curious about, because maybe it will change when the anime comes out.
I think that like lets people like it opens the doors for people to be creative.
For sure. Yeah.
Right? Like, I think like a pro in it, and like I think they're like a huge advocate. It's like Quarter Digital, right? And they did a lot of like work with like, generative AI and stuff like that with like their like anime rock paper scissors series. That they made,
yeah. Oh yeah, they were the
Right.
first people to
And-
kind of like dabble in that concept, huh?
Right? Yeah. Well, like they were the first people to like to make it work.
Yeah.
Right? So like this is like what I think would be insane is like I think everything in the video was AI generated. So like the backgrounds, everything.
Damn. What would that even look like?
Right.
Like how many people would be a part of that process? Because it can't be one person.
Well, like at least in this one, it was the main guy, Nico. I think he was just like the core editor who did all of, like the post production work,
Yeah.
and it was three or four people, like actors,
I don't doubt that. Yeah. 3 actors and then the
Right.
AI guy.
because of like different characters, and then the AI guy. But like honestly, I think because like what they did was they filmed themselves do all the motions and actions, and then had like the AI kind of like deep fake like over
Yeah.
and like put the costumes and everything over. Like they wore like similar clothing as close as possible as that they want the character to look, and had it helped the AI along. But I think it's gonna get to the point where like it would be like a one-man short film.
Really?
Like I think like AI is moving so fast to the point where like I wouldn't be surprised if in the next like couple of years you see like a bunch of short films being released and it's like all AI
I don't know if we'll
like
get there.
generated. I think so.
Maybe
Like I think they'll get there because like you can do this on your computer at home. Like you used to need to like a supercomputer to be like a server to be able to do these renders and stuff like that. But now you can kind of just like pay for a service to do it for you, or like if you have a good enough computer, like have like a 4080 or like a 5090 that's coming out, right? Like you can kind of just do it yourself. And then like I genuinely think in like the next couple of years, unless like major laws come out where like it heavily restricts the use of like AI and like its development, that it'll become like a one-man show. Like it can't like it'll allow people with like that crazy in them to write, film, and like make their own like short film animation, like air quotes animation,
Right. That would,
by themselves.
what would that even look
Right? And they
like?
can do it like in their room. They don't even need to leave their house. They could just do it in their room because they could like use AI to make the backgrounds,
Right.
everything. I think the only thing they'd have to do is like edit the video themselves.
Wait, so what does
Unless,
that what
like-
does that do to the creative industry, like as a whole?
It like it opens the floor to like allow anyone to make stuff.
Right.
But again, that's a bad like double-edged sword because it lets anyone
Yeah.
make stuff. So like the amount of garbage that's going to be coming out is like
It's maximized.
yeah, it's like maximum trash, right? And so we're gonna be fucking bottom scrapers looking for a diamond in the rough through all the AI schlop,
Oh my god, that
right? Because now YouTube's even like forcing you to indicate your video if it has AI in it, and then if like you don't do it properly and people report it, your channel can get flagged.
right. Oh wait, right now? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, like right now, currently.
Okay,
So like
cool.
when you're like uploading a video, it'll say like, oh, is there AI used in this video? And then you have to like check yes or no.
The heck, dude.
Um,
It feels so
And then-
unconceivable. The entire concept seems so fucking weird. We're gonna live in a world
yeah,
like that.
and like, I'm assuming it's like because there's like already tools for like detection for like AI writing and AI
Yeah.
like image generation. So there's probably already tools for like AI video generation, right? You know, like not to get political, but this is just something it's like semi-related with the whole like inauguration speech and then Elon Musk doing the
Hitler thing.
the Hitler salute, right? So I got sent that like a clip of just that. It was 30 seconds of Elon doing the salute, but it was like 420p super grainy, and my immediate thought was like, this can't be real. This has to be AI, because like it was like, and the thing is like it was from like an unknown channel, right?
Right.
And like I go on that channel and they post other AI bullshit. So I'm just like, there's no way this is real, right?
Yeah.
And like, so my immediate thought was like, man, people are going crazy with AI. No, that shit was real. Right? So like that's what I mean. Like, it's so hard now to like discern like real from fake, because like my immediate thought was, oh, this can't be real. And then I told them that, and they immediately went and found like the full length video
That
on
wasn't
Fox
like
News.
messed up. And
It wasn't messed up, and it was the same quality. So I was like, there's no way that we live in the era where news is streamed at like 720p.
Wait, why was it streamed to 7p? What the fuck?
I don't know. It was just like low quality. I
Oh,
don't
maybe it was far
like,
away.
maybe
It's
it's
probably
like-
just far away.
like low bit rate
Yeah.
or something. Because like YouTube has funky bit rate.
I don't know. That's fucking goofy as shit.
But like I immediately thought it was like, oh, that's AI generated, because like you know, you see so much like when it was like getting like the rise in popularity, people were making like Donald Trump and like Obama
Like singing and
deepfakes,
shit.
right? Yeah, like
the
the
three,
AI
the
shit
three
like that.
presidents.
So I was like, oh, yeah. So like, oh, you know, this has to be AI. Like I don't follow politics, so I had no clue what was happening. I didn't even know like that was happening.
Right.
The inauguration was happening, so I had no current events like idea what was happening.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, so I was super skeptical, and I think that's like kind of a good thing, but also like a bad thing, because like the amount of old people that think AI videos are real, because they're like, oh, it's moving, so it's like, and like because people know, like they have like the same thought process that you have. It was like, oh, AI videos are like bad, right? So when one's like just convincing enough where you're like, I don't know if it's real or it's like a filter or something,
Mm-hmm.
where like it tricks them, and if they're like older or just not as like tech literate, right, they'll fall for it. And it's like, I'm starting to see stuff on like YouTube Shorts where people are like filming their parents react to like AI stuff, right? Like AI, like either AI news or like AI places,
Yeah.
right? So it's like one of the videos was like, oh, the top 10 places that I wish I could go to.
It's just
And
fake location.
It was all fake locations, all AI. And the parents are like, man, I gotta find this spot. So they're trying to find it, but they couldn't find it anywhere because it's all fake.
It's not real.
Right? And they're like, no, it's a video. Like AI's not good enough to make waterfalls.
It's like, all right, you sure, man? You sure, man?
But if you look at the video, it's like clearly AI.
Mm.
But they were like an older, like maybe like
Like their eyes aren't working.
right.
That's fucking insane. I guess like knowing all this now, like what do you even do as a video editor? How do you stay relevant with all this new stuff coming in? Like, is the only way to survive to learn how AI can be incorporated into your processes?
I think so. I think it's like, unless it gets outright banned, like it's just going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's like kind of like you kind of have to evolve with the times and like try to incorporate it or like use it as like a tool to further your work versus like hindering yourself, right? Because then like if you can use it somehow to speed up your process in any way, shape, or form, like that time saved, as long as you're not wasting that time and you're using it to do something else, like that's infinitely better than not using it, right? Because then if like, at least for me, I guess to properly answer your question, also I do use it to like help revise scripts, but more so not to write it, but like so I'll have the script written out and I'll have all my talking points that I want to cover in the video, and then I'll use ChatGPT to write it in like different voices. So like, say I want to, like what would this video be like if it was like a Mr. Beast video or like a Ludwig video or like I don't know, any other creator's video, right? And it will kind of like it's good enough to break down the general like outlines of each creator's like distinct why their videos are their videos, and then kind of like cram your script to fit their format. And then But from there, I also take that and like revise it again in my own words. I'm like, oh, I like how it did this, and I'll like rewrite it to make it sound not like a robot, because it uses like weird words. Like I'm like, okay, I guess like I can see where it's going with it, but like that's not how I talk. So I'll like change
it a
how
little
I
bit.
talk.
Yeah, I got you.
Right, but then like it helps with like, because then instead of sitting there like, oh man, I gotta write this script and it's gonna take you like 5 hours to write a script. Like I could write a script with like using ChatGPT in like an hour versus like 5 hours. And that's because it's just like, oh, I already know what I want to talk about, so I'll just like bullet point, boom, boom, I want to talk about all of these, and these are how everything interconnects, right? And then like, here are the major talking points I want to include. Shove that in there, and then it spits it out, and then you have to refine it. If you just leave it raw, it's like, again, I think 50, like at most, it gets it like 50% of the way there.
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of like the exact point, like everything you've said. Like this is the exact point I was trying to make earlier, right? On why I think AI is not going to take over the editor's job, because editors at the end of the day, we're like a combination of artists and directors. We're a lot of the times people are giving us projects, we're trying to figure out the best way to do it anyways, and AI is just going to add on to that toolkit. It's going to make things faster. We're going to be able to animate things way quicker, make much cooler shit, and just combine everything we've known and amplify it. I don't think that AI is gonna affect us negatively too much.
I just had a thought of like, when you were talking, you could use AI to sell yourself, like your vision, to someone else.
Exactly.
Like say it like a director's like, oh, I don't think this will be a good idea if we did it this way, right? Because then like it costs money to film something.
Yeah.
But if you could just like show them like a proof of
You
concept,
create like a storyboard. That's quick.
like yeah, like you're like, look, it's gonna work because it's gonna look like this, it's gonna flow like this, because it's like the major thing with editing. It's like how things flow,
Yeah.
right? And AI is not good at making things flow, but humans are. Well, right now AI isn't good. Maybe it will.
We'll figure
And
it
then if it does, shit, we're out of job. Whatever.
I don't think so. You still need a guy to operate that shit.
Yeah, still need to guide it, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, I think that would be like the strongest use case, is being able to like have it storyboard your idea for you quickly. So that way, like, if you have the idea, you're like, okay, I'm gonna write down the idea, right? Have it spit it through, and it generates like 8 different versions of your idea, and then you're like, okay, yeah, this works. And then you pick that one and show it and be like, okay, that's my idea, but like, and then now you have to actually do it. Right? But like, I think that just the idea part is good enough for like the average person to start making stuff. Right? So like I can't wait to start seeing like a bunch of like anime, like bad anime come out. That's just all AI. Like I can't wait. Like the story is probably going to be like a 10 out of 10 story, right? But the anime is going to be like literal schlop, literally garbage. And it's going to be like, oh, I want my anime to look like One Piece. And it's going to be like, the story's going to be great. And it's going to be the most knockoff One Piece anime ever. It's going to be great. And I'm going to love it. I'm going to love every second of it, because I'm like, yo, give me my stories. It's gonna be like a podcast. Yeah, yo, like that's what. Yeah, because you know how many like webtoons there are. Like, there's so many webtoons, and there's so many good ones, right? Right, but there's like so many good ones, and they all can't be animated, right? So like, I'm a bit down. I'm down. If all the budget goes to like paying the voice actors, and zero budget for animation, and it's just AI. Just AI. Right? No, the AI voice acting, it's not gonna be as good. At least I don't know. Maybe for like English dub, but like, right? Like maybe for English dub, like some English dubs, okay, but majority English dub, I don't know what. That's a different topic. for I think it's gonna be like the same use case as like sorter, letter sorters, like any menial task jobs that like literally like, oh, we have a person here because it's just easier, right? To pay is easier and cheaper to pay some random person to do this menial task. Once that's able to be automated, it will immediately be phased out because it's like like yeah, like it will be one guy controlling like 10 AIs, right, to make sure like they're doing their jobs correctly. But it's like that where it's like the phone directories. It used to be like someone's job to connect you to another person's call, right? And then once the routing, right, and machines were good enough to just auto route you, that job is gone, immediately gone, right? Like that's not a job anymore. And it's the same thing with like car washes, right? So like car washes back in like the 70s used to be all run by people, right? It'd be all hand car wash. There'd be no the instant they figured out how to make automatic car washes like good, and like not just like good but like consistent. They didn't break down that often, and they're like reliable and somewhat cost efficient, like compared relative to like a person, because like that thing's open year round, right? 24/7 basically, 365, and they don't gotta pay nobody to run that. Like they have to pay like one or two people to make sure it doesn't like implode, which is like the same thing, right? Where it's like you could get like an editing farm of like 50 editors bulk cutting something, or you can pay like two dudes to make sure your AI bulk cutting is like not blowing up, right? Like I think that's what's gonna happen. It's like all like the low skill work is gone. Just get better. I don't know what else you can, because it's like yes and no, because like yeah, if you're in like the like subtitle guys, right? Like that used to be a big thing, right? Where like like people would like make subtitles for YouTube videos, and that's all they did was subtitle YouTube videos, right? Like that's their whole job. That's gone now, right? That's gone. That's not a job anymore, because AI does that really well, right? But that used to be a job where like someone would watch the video and make sure like the subtitles match the pacing, and like came in at the right time and they were spelled correctly. AI does that like super quick, easy, right? A little bit, but it went from being like a 4 or 5 hour task to like maybe an hour, right? So depending on how long the video is, but like it's like stuff like that where it's like that's like a super menial low skill task, right? And like, but like if that's like your skill line, if your baseline of like your editing skills is, oh, I only know how to cut and do basic transitions, right? Like you gotta get better. Like that's just like, it's just like forcing you to get better. And if you can't get better, it's like whatever, that's on you at that point. Like there's not much. Yeah, you can complain, but like what? Just get better. Like I don't know. It's like a skill issue. Skill issue, man. Hot take. AI is not bad. For AI art, yeah, that's kind of like oh yeah, like there's going to be more studios opening up because like the barrier to entry is so low, and it's like, yeah, maybe. I think so, because like you only can make so much. Like one, like realistically speaking, like one editor, like how many videos can you edit? Right? Right? So it's like the saying, like rising water raises all ships, right? So it's like if more work is available because more people are able to start creating work easily, then more jobs will be created just because there's more work available, right? But like whether or not they're good jobs, that's a different story. Right? But yeah, right? I think that's enough rambling for that episode. Where, yeah, me neither. I'll chop something up, and it will be some out of this episode. It'll be some.